To let you know that soccer or no soccer in your background, you can do this. Okay. One of the primary goals for coaching kids this age is that they have a good time and they want to sign up and do it again next year. Okay. Really, that's what it's about. Okay. No player is made or broken at the age of 6 years old. Okay? All right, plenty of time out in front of them. So just keep that in mind. You know, if you have any nervousness or if you're unsure about it, I know that it's like herding cats at times. Okay, so you know, just do your best. Okay, as long as the kids are having a good time, hey, everything is great. Okay. Let's see, where shall we? You will be getting in your coaching packets a lot of information. And all the information I'll go over today, for the most part, will be contained in your packet. Okay, how you set up your field, how you organize your first couple practices, and so on and so forth. Games that are suggested for you to play with the kids, skills that can be worked on. Okay. One of the nice things about coaching this age is that you all have the coordination of a 6-year-old. Okay? So you will be able to demonstrate, you know, pretty much anything that they need to see. A lot of what they're doing is just learning about their bodies. And you can do a lot of things that might seem like they're a little bit outside of the soccer skill set. But as long as it's building general coordination, hey, it's fine. Totally fine. Okay? I'm talking like in warm-up games, you can have them do things like pick up a ball, toss it to the air, and just touch it with some part of their body before it comes to the ground. Or even toss it in the air and catch it with their hands. Maybe drop it under their foot. You know, anything like that. You can make all that stuff up as you go along. And that stuff's fine, you know, because they're being active and they're working with a ball and they're using their bodies. Okay, so organization for the first couple practices almost take care of themselves. Okay, the first day that you come out here for this, it'll be this Wednesday or Thursday. Kaylee will be here with a table, and she'll be able to direct you all to all your players to whatever field that you set up. When you guys arrive here, you'll pick up your equipment. Correct?
Right.
Okay, and you'll be able to go out and set up your soccer fields out there. Okay, and what the soccer fields look like is that. Okay, right there, that's what they look like, and we'll take a closer look a little bit later. And what will be there for you out on the ground are various hatch marks that I put out there, where you can put the cones and the pug goals and such. Okay. So if you come up on a hatch mark that looks like it could be the corner of the field, that's where you put down an orange cone. Okay, and once you've got the orange cones down, you just kind of fill in with the yellow disc markers, and you'll each be getting a set of pug goals. Correct?
Right.
Okay. All right. So that part should be taken care of for you. You know, a nice 20 by 30 field, all laid out for you, so you can just do it quickly. When the kids come on the first day, they'll be looking for you. They'll be pointed to come to you, and you'll probably 5:30 is a start time that we need to have because we start losing light, 5:30 to 6:30, but it can be a difficult time for parents to get their kids here. Traffic is not the greatest in Southeast Olympia, and that's understood. So you might just have them do their own thing, keep an eye on for 5 or 10 minutes, and then introduce yourselves, maybe do something so that they introduce themselves to the group, say what their names are, so you can all start learning their names. And you can write the kids' names on their ball with a Sharpie. They each get their own ball with the program. Okay, so you'll have a ball for them, and you can also perhaps a little bit later on in the practice you can try and come up with a team name. Okay, because after the first practices you want team names, right?
Right.
Okay. So.
And I'll tell you the team color T-shirt, and I'll send out an email and ask a preference. Some teams, coaches that are particularly returning, sometimes want a particular color or don't want a color, you know, if they already had that shirt. So I'll send that out. And if you don't care, just say don't care. But there'll be like 12 distinct colors out there. So.
Right. Yeah, it's tough coming up with 12 colors sometimes, but they try, and they try and use bright ones, and they look like this, just have the logo on them, and kids love them. And sometimes you want to wait till after you get these T-shirts on them, because that helps them sometimes with their teammates.
Well, I'll tell them. I'll tell them the
purple.
T-shirt color, so you can kind of like say our T-shirt color will be this. I'll let them know before the first practice.
Okay.
Yeah, because it might make a difference with your green leprechauns or something, leaping leprechauns.
Okay. So all that stuff can take up 20 to 30 minutes on the first practice, and then you can do some kind of a warm-up with maybe a game after it, and then start introducing the 3 versus 3 game, which is what they play, which is a scrimmage. So generally speaking, in a normal practice, you can think in terms of doing 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes with a warm-up, or and then working on some sort of skill, and then scrimmaging. I would even budget towards having maybe a 30-minute scrimmage. Okay, don't be afraid to scrimmage more than 20 minutes. I wouldn't cut it under, because that's the game and that's the funnest part. Okay, that's really what they want to do. Okay, and that also makes it easier for you. You can just start trying to introduce the concepts of the game for the second half of the practice, and then you're actually only coaching maybe for a half an hour. Okay, so don't be afraid to go heavier on the scrimmaging. Okay. What you can do with the soccer ball, since they get their own soccer balls, is you can have them bring them back and forth to every practice, and that's probably what they would like to do. And you'll be getting 2 extra soccer balls for any of the kids that happen to forget their 2 soccer balls. Okay. It's kind of important at this age that there's a ball per player. A lot of the stuff that you do is just one player with the ball, working on simple skills. Okay. And there's not a whole lot of tactical coaching. How they're supposed to handle a 2 versus 1 situation, for instance. Now, when soccer coaches use the terms technical and tactical, technical means the various on-the-ball skills. Tactical means decisions. Okay. And right now, at 5 and 6-year-olds, you want them to know the direction on the field that they're going. What the goal area looks like, when the ball is inbounds as opposed to out of bounds, corner kicks, goal kicks, throw-ins, that kind of stuff. How the game works. Okay. And what they've done is they try and set up a field that, minus the offsides rule, which requires a half line and more complicated understanding of tactics, minus the offsides rule, that's pretty much what a soccer field looks like, and so that's what you want them to be learning about. And so, some things that you could do in the first parts of your practices are just teaching them about the various parts of the soccer field. Okay, you can take a yellow penny or a brightly colored penny and put it on one of the puck goals, and a different color down at the other end. It can be anything, just as long as it's a different color. And you can call one the red goal and one the blue goal, and you can say, all right, I want you to all show me where the red goal is. Okay, and they can all take their balls and dribble on down there and turn around. All right, show me where the blue goal is. Okay, and that can teach them about the directions of the field. Does anybody have any questions on any of this kind of stuff so far? The first you'll have this first practice, which gets eaten up with like coming up with names and putting names on balls and stuff like that. And then you'll have one more practice again the following week before you play your first games. That's kind of nice. The fields will be made like this. Okay, this is the sidewalk that's over there that goes in between the baseball fields, and there'll be 4 fields out here. Okay, kind of going this way, and then on the other side, as many as 6 fields on the other side over there. And Kaylee will get you all that information. You'll have a practice field, which will hopefully serve as. Do you bother with that? As a home field?
Yeah, I do try.
Okay.
Like a home team.
There's a hard sometimes to make it totally work, but what they try and do is give you a practice field, and that field is your home field most of the time.
Oh, it might not work this time.
Okay.
Yeah, we have not even number of 4, 5, 6, 7. So
Okay. Yeah.
so if it says home team in your schedule, just you're the one that sets up the field, and so
Yeah. So as long as you guys know what field you're on, and you will, the fields will be numbered. As long as you know what field you're on, the kids can always come and find you. Okay. All the games are on Saturday mornings at 10 o'clock here. All right. So they can get themselves here, park their car, and come out here. They can find you. Okay. Parents oftentimes do want to schedule. On week 3, what field are we on? And as long as you can get here, they should be able to find you.